What's good, everybody? It's MrAeroHD here. We're back with another episode of Dialed In. These are not going to be like all the time anymore. We finally caught up. This is actually a new car that was made pretty much for this series. Excuse me. So it's not like I have a stack of cars lying around to do. So we're going to have these once a week. I might have to do 2 in a day, just depending on how many cars are built off screen or on stream or whatever. But yeah, just so for those that are like, oh my god, all he uploads all these dialed in videos and it's just all the same thing over and over. It's super boring and I hate it. Your time is coming, my friend. The reckoning will be upon you soon. What accent was that? Okay. Anyway, today we are doing the AE86. Of course, you guys know if you don't know, actually, this SUPERCHARGED GT Apex. Probably known as one of the best beginner drift cars in real life. I don't know. I can't confirm that. Somebody with like a bunch of real life drift knowledge is going to come in. I bet you there's going to be a war of like one dude's like, yeah, Aero, it's a pretty good beginner car. And then the other guy's like, shut up, idiot. You don't know fucking nothing, you big dumb idiot. And they're going to fight. It's going to be so cool. But a lot of people choose this as their first car, and no. Let me tell you why. It is very, very light. It weighs 1,800 pounds with the stock, not the stock, but with the standard 4AG motor, the 4-cylinder motor that comes with it. So it's very, very snappy. So if you're new to drifting, you may not be used to that. It's a good practice car for you and me who have drifted once or twice before, and you just kind of want to go out there and warm up. And it's easy to drive. I'm not saying it's hard to drive. It's just a little off-putting for those who have never driven or never drifted a car to this extent before. Now, this thing is hilariously good. It's not as quick. It's only got 300 horsepower. It's got on the rally suspension, of course. Some cars will be. I was thinking about putting this on the race suspension just because to get the firm suspension out of it. But I was like, I'll try the rally suspension first. Yeah, nope, staying on the rally suspension. Super freaking planted. Especially since I raised the ride height, that 0.1 in the front, and you guys will see that in the tune. The thing is like glue on the road, but it doesn't feel grippy, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like, oh, I can kick this out at whatever angle I want, and it's still going to stay in control, which is a little rare for this game. So, it just really good chassis under it, and the motor is supercharged, as you guys will see, or the engine, or whatever you say from wherever you are. People are going to yell at me regardless of what I freaking do anymore. The engine is supercharged, so there's a little bit more oomph down low. Stock cams, so you do have that torques that's still there, even though there's not as high of a red line. And if I do say so myself, the gears are tuned to perfection. Third gear, you can hear it as we go around this power alley here. I was in 4th actually that time, but for the most part, it's not bouncing off the limiter. It's just right there, which is kind of what you want. Another great thing about this car is that it's really punchy down low, and so that's something that you really expect from something that's a 4-cylinder that's got a lot of power built into it. And I guess that's why dummy. That is why I went with the supercharger. It was just a really good choice instead of leaving it naturally aspirated or putting the turbo on it, which would have even if it's a small turbo, it would have added some lag. So we're in the tune here. Street tires, because sport tires just would have been way too freaking grippy. 255, which is a fairly wide tire for what we're using. And then rotiform, I forget what they're called for the wheels. I forgot to look at the sizes. I think they're 17s. The size of the wheel doesn't really matter as long as you're not going to either extreme. As long as you're not going to like a super big or a super small wheel, as long as you're in the same realm, and you guys can just use your eye. Again, as always, the tune is on the storefront, so if you are super lazy, you can just go ahead and buy it, and you'll get exactly what you're getting here. But yeah, this car is very thrashy, especially if you've ever driven an AE86 in any other Forza game. You're either full throttle or no throttle at all. That's like nothing to do with the engine. That's just how the car responds best. Like, you can go into the corner off the gas, e-brake, like wait a little bit, maybe give it a couple of punches, and then you're right to the mat. That's how the car has to be driven. That's the way it's going to respond best. I'm sure you can feather the throttle, but it's not going to have as good as results just because the thing's going to grip up. So yeah, that's really my only, that and the twitchiness are why I don't tell beginners to start off with one of these. It's a little bit more forgiving in something like the 350 that we covered in a recent video, but this thing, you have to drive it like your dick is 12 inches long, like just full throttle as much as possible, and it's super, super, super rewarding when you do get it right. So thank you guys very, very much for watching. If there's any cars that you'd like to see in the next up-and-coming videos, please let me know in the comments below. I've been Aero, and you've been kind of cute. Can I get your number? Skype? Kick Messenger? Pics? Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a like, and if you want to see more, click the subscribe button. Also consider becoming a patron at my Patreon page, patreon.com/MrAeroHD. Want to follow me on social media or want to hear the song that you heard in the video? Please check the description.